Can you live a rich life in Japan on 2 million yen a year? A couple of days ago, someone asked this on Twitter. Actually, they asked, can I support a family of 4 in Tokyo on 360,000 yen a month? And I said no. Don't do that. I'm sure it's possible. Like, lots of people probably do, but it's not something that I would want to try. A few weeks ago, this publication came out and kind of blew up on Japanese Twitter a little bit. So it basically says you can live a rich life on an annual income of 2 million yen. Now that is less than half of 360,000 yen a month. So is it true? I had a look at this book. I read, it's not actually a book. This is actually a mook, which is a magazine book, which seems to be a Japanese thing. I'm not really aware of this in other countries. So basically, it's a book in kind of magazine format, and it comes out temporarily, and you have to buy it basically that week or that month. I got my copy on Amazon. It arrived a few days later. I was a bit disappointed, to be honest. So this is a collection of articles based around the theme of, living a rich life on a fairly low income. But this isn't aimed at kind of normal people. This is basically for young people living alone for the first time on a starting salary, probably in a big city, and basically how not to become terribly depressed and kind of survive on that incredibly low salary there. The MOOC's divided into 3 sections, which are basically part 1 is talking about buying clothes and utensils and things for your living space that bring you joy. There's a lot of Marie Kondo mixed in here. It's about choosing quality items that make you happy rather than lots of crap, basically. The second section is about cooking and food, and it's mainly about batch cooking, so making large amounts of food and freezing bits of it so you can eat it. It's a very good strategy, obviously. And the third part is about basically how to manage your finances, but it's mainly looking at budgeting and points and the right credit cards and that kind of thing. So basically this really misses the mark as far as I'm concerned. It's very much micro strategies, and Japan is really good at micro strategies when it comes to money. So they're great at saving money. They've got the kakebo system where you keep your budget and you shop in the sales and you go to the supermarkets and you kind of save money and you reduce your bills and so on. But they really don't look at the bigger picture, which is earning more and investing in order to have your money grow for you rather than just rely on your salary alone. So I actually had my wife look at this as well, because she actually has experience of living on around 2 million yen a year as a single mother with kids. And she basically said the same thing. This is basically aimed at, new college graduates who are living alone for the first time and don't know anything. It's basically how to cook, how to budget, how to schedule your life when you don't have very much money. So is this a good publication? I mean, it's probably useful for its target demographic, but I don't recommend it to other people. And based on the contents, I don't think that it makes any kind of point in terms of proving that normal people can live a rich life on 2 million yen. Like, I think my wife and I could survive on 2 million yen. We have a largely paid off house, we're basically retired, our kids are grown up, they're independent, we're pretty frugal people. Our hobbies are things like walking outside or cycling or practicing jiu-jitsu or whatever, reading. We don't spend very much money, so we could survive on 2 million yen, but I wouldn't want to. It's not something that I'd like to do. I think 3 or 4 million yen a year is a much more realistic target for us in terms of our kind of optimal level of spending. So I would say this is basically clickbait. It's a clickbait title. And yeah, if you're 22 and you just started working, then you have to survive on 2 million yen, but you better get a better job, or at least get promoted and get more money coming in, because you don't want to live on 2 million yen for the rest of your life.